Mortal Kombat 1's next DLC wave was reportedly cancelled 3 days ago. According to Mortal Kombat leaker Fate Unknown, he posted to Reddit that hey, the DLC for Comeback Pack 3 is cancelled. And he essentially says the Comeback Pack 3 was a thing and story expansions were planned, all cancelled recently. No more characters after Comeback Pack 2. A Cameo 2 might make it since there has been work done on them, but don't know yet. They go on to claim that a resource for the cancellation that Chaos Reign sold poorly. Sale figures for these expansions are not publicly available, so it's unclear if this fell below projections. And to be honest, as someone who does enjoy Mortal Kombat 1 and played a lot of it during the first 2 months of when it came out, I can I can say for a fact this is easily one of the best Mortal Kombat games since X, but it fails in so many other regards. Like, in my opinion, I think the story was going so well until you get to that end point where not really a spoiler at this point, where you learn that there's multiverse bullshit, where you learn that this game Mortal Kombat 1 is technically just Mortal Kombat 12 with just a rebranding for some reason. This could have been an amazing game for an entry starting for starters for a whole new universe. Instead, what they go on and do is say, yo, you gotta play 11 to really understand this game. And it's like, why did you call it 1 then? It should be called MK12. It's really stupid. I think there's a lot of stuff in this game that's really good, though. I think the combat is easily some of the best Mortal Kombat's had since X. 11 really did a disservice to this franchise, but 11 had so much content to it that it makes Mortal Kombat 1 look pathetic in comparison. But why is this newsworthy? Why am I talking about all this to the DLC? Well, because of the cameo system and what they did with Chaos Reigns. Chaos Reigns, when it first came out, who cares about the story at this point? Who goes, wow, I really can't wait for more combat story when there is no stakes? What stakes are there going to ever be if you introduce the multiverse? It's a cop out. It's a really easy cop out. And I totally get it because Mortal Kombat kills characters. You want characters to die. You don't want them to always be jobbers. You want them to go out on like heroic ends. But Mortal Kombat has such a vast majority of like characters that I think killing off a few major ones will be a good change of pace, especially how this game story was going. Unfortunately, due to the no stakes policy, I don't think anyone cares. And with Chaos Reigns, they bundled it part of the story and and 4 additional characters. Wow, the characters are only £4 each. I would easily I'll get that. I don't give a shit about Chaos Reigns. I don't give a shit about the story. Why did they include the story and the game and the characters and the season pass together? Like, and then they're charging £75 for that. Are they dumb? No wonder it was gonna sell like poorly. First of all, it wasn't like MK11 where it was like it was the first time they did it, so a lot of people were like, yo, this is kind of mad, bro. Let's see what they're gonna do. And at least MK11 had a conclusive ending to the main game. It was like, hey, look, there's a different timeline. This is a different ending altogether. This is how it was supposed to go. You got Liu Kang, Fire God Liu Kang, and all this shit. And you're like, yo, that's mad. And then you start with MK1 and all this amazing stuff. But MK1 is like such a funny game because people don't like the cameo system and it's clearly underbaked in my opinion. While I really do like the cameo system, is just like a lot of like this character can do this character can do that, and a lot of times it's not really balanced like at all. Where if you use someone like Serena, you're just going to 90% going to win. At least when that was like when I was playing, because once you attack her blades don't go away. They come back and hit you like a boomerang, even though she throws 2 of them sometimes. I'm like, that's really stupid game. And it's not like they shouldn't have nerfed it. They should have made everyone buff. And what I originally said was, if you want to do cameos, that's cool. I think that's fine. But you need to have breakers. You need something else in the gameplay so that so you're not constantly just juggled and waiting around and just sitting in the air for 30 minutes until you're done uh to come down and just lose or win. I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, not a lot of people were fans of the cameo system, and essentially when they bundled it in with the when they bundled in the story mode and 4 additional characters with the thing, it's like all right. And then also Mortal Kombat is like such a shit show where when it comes to its microtransactions and its DLCs or DLC practice. And this is the problem with Warner Brothers. They don't want a little bit of money, they want all the money. Mortal Kombat is the best selling game of all time, well, fighting game of all time. It outpaces Street Fighter, like Tekken, SNK by miles. Arc System works. Every single game that comes out, it destroys them, right? And the fault of that is like of the casual audience, I guess. I don't know. There is no fault to that. They clearly know what they're doing, and casuals clearly love it. But no one really wants to get out of Mortal Kombat, and people want to stay with it. I don't know what the hell that means. It's 6 minutes still. Wow. But anyway, do I like? And then another problem was the story. Like DLC was really shit. Chaos Frames was really bad. They for some reason like gender bented Sector on Cyrex, which I think is totally cool. I like that. However, what I don't like is the fact that they have the original they have those characters already in as a cameo. So why are they back as actual characters? There was no reason to do that. And it's like the story Chaos Reigns should have gone bonkers with this multiverse story instead of being so boring where you're stuck on the ground for like 90% of it. It's like, what bullshit? Who wrote this bullshit? And also the writing was really bad. It was, it was holy shit. Who wrote this bad? Noob Cybot's a good guy now, but he's not really Noob Cybot. Then you got Sector and Cyrex. Sector, who's like, I trained Cyrex for this many years, but then no, don't. But then Bihan and they never told Cyrex about how they're bad, and she was just like, I told you we couldn't trust it. What the bullshit are we doing with this writing? Anyway. I don't know. I'm getting into a tangent, but this game was doing poorly because why would the hell would anyone buy a deal? Why would anyone buy Chaos Reigns for £75? They're selling it essentially for a brand new title. Anybody that was shocked that it was gonna sell like poorly should be like slapped. Or like anyone that was there, anyone that was like anybody that was shocked that this like that the expansion range was gonna sell poorly, especially how it was split into 2 parts as 2 different DLCs, should be slapped because honestly that's should have been obvious from the very beginning. Who wants to pay £75 for a whole new season pass for what? Some shit story that no one really cares about? For a story that should have been in part of 13, MK13, but we don't get that. Like what are we doing here? There's so many other games that do better things, and Mortal Kombat just somehow scrapes by because it's Mortal Kombat. I like it, but you know, it doesn't deserve in my opinion, it doesn't deserve the money it makes because WB just they trinkle you as you're playing the game. The microtransactions, the dragon coins bullshit. Like what are we doing here? Like sure this game has a better sure this game has a better like cosmetic system than MK11 and MK and Injustice 2 because it's just 3 parts and nothing more to it. But the way the way the system mechanics work with that is stupid because player 2 couldn't use your same stuff and then your account has to be linked to it's a whole long thing. Anyway, I think this game is stupid. I enjoy MK1. I think this makes sense. It sucks that there's not gonna be a 3rd season, but it's not really shocking. What I am gonna be I want to say confused by, or what I'm going to be looking forward to now, is what NetherRealm is going to be working on next. Is it going to be MK13? Is it going to be a new Injustice game? Are they going to are they eventually going to get to that reported very like really far removed, like that long time ago, that leak where or the rumor where they were working on a Marvel game? That could be really interesting if they were to make a Marvel game. um but hey, I don't know what this video is supposed to be. I'm just ranting out here. All right, take care.